Welcome to the Manifesting Formula. I'm Christine Rizzo. Today, we are starting from the way beginning with the first universal law, the law of attraction. I told you I wasn't coming back, but I couldn't help it. So keep on listening, my friends, to find out exactly how this law really works. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you all? Did you happen to write out what you want to bring into the new year of 2022? I hope you did. So the universe can start helping you to make it all happen. I know. I said that I wasn't returning until March, but I couldn't fully stay away from you all. So even though I need to stay true to myself and take a break with writing, recording, and editing, I am going to re-release some of my most listened to episodes that I know has content that you need to hear again. There's nothing like listening to the episodes a few times. That's how I became a master at manifesting, being consistent with the work. So, my friends, today you will be going back to the way beginning, to the first episode, which has received over 1,450 downloads on this one episode. Pretty cool, right? The manifesting formula is growing with more listeners around the world. But before I let you listen to the first universal law, I wanted to do a few things. First, I wanted to come from a place of gratitude because back then I didn't do that. So, what are you thankful for today? Think about it and feel the love. Feel your vibration and feel the passion for what you are thankful for. Today, I'm thankful for being able to come from a place of being able to admit that I had made a mistake, for witnessing it by being aware of it, and for being okay with my action, not punishing myself that I messed up, not being too hard on myself, and realizing that I'm only human. And yes, I'm going to fuck up from time to time. For me, it's about witnessing the mistake, being aware, taking it in by sitting with the shame for a few minutes and releasing the emotion. Holding on to a negative emotion won't serve us in any way. Okay, now that I let that out, the second thing that I wanted to tell you all is the manifesting formula updated stats. Are you ready? So, as of today, which is January 5th, 2022, we are in 81 countries/territories, 2,212 cities, and we have over 26,200 downloads. What? Did you hear that, my friends? This makes me so incredibly happy, knowing that there are so many listeners around the world wanting to hear what the universe has to say. Thank you, my friends. I just love you all. Okay, let's get into today's episode, which is on the first universal law, the law of attraction. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? I am so excited to be here and that you are joining me for my very first episode ever on the first law of the universe, which is the law of attraction and how the hell it works. But before I get started, I wanted to share with you how I manifested this podcast and why I decided to create it. This has always been one of my dreams, talking about all different topics and sharing them with the world. What's really funny is that I'm not sure if my sister even remembers this, but not long ago, about 2.5 years ago, I went up to New York with my husband for one of our high school reunions. I won't mention which one that is. But the night before our reunion, my husband and I met my sister, my brother-in-law, and my oldest niece in Manhattan for dinner. During the conversation that night, my husband was so excited about my vision. We spoke a lot about it on the plane, so he couldn't wait to share my news with everyone. So he was saying, it was super cute. One day, Christine is going to record a podcast or some kind of talk video that she can share her views on different topics with the world. It was really super cute. This is quite funny because obviously you don't know me very well, but this whole podcast video sharing was way out of my comfort zone a few years back. My heart would almost drop out of my body when I would have to stand up and introduce myself at a women's function or a women's luncheon. And that was like only for 10 seconds. Anyway, my sister and my niece looked at both my husband and I like we were crazy. And my sister laughed a little and said in a condescending voice, "Okay, sure you will," with a big smile. They thought we were crazy. I told them, "No, I'm serious. I'm going to do this. You just watch. You just watch me." Well, look at me today. Here we are. A few years later, I am making one of my dreams come true because I knew that I could. And because my purpose for this podcast is to share what thousands and thousands of people have been doing for centuries. I want to help as many people as I can learn the power that they have within themselves, how they can shift that energy within them so they can start learning to manifest what they want in their life. You see, we are here to create for others. When we create, we love. Everyone that has created has put love toward that creation. I am here to give back, which is exactly why I started this podcast for all of you. I want you to see how the manifesting took place. I put it out there through speaking that I was going to do what I wanted to do. I kept thinking about it. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I just knew eventually it would. I wasn't ready to start my podcast a few years ago. The universe knew that. I needed to become more confident in my manifesting skills, and I needed to do more research. I needed to grow my confidence in recording, and I needed to write my first published book on manifesting before this podcast were to ever take place. So, for those of you that are new to manifesting, I would recommend The Power by Rhonda Byrne. Her book is amazing. I love listening to her audiobook. It's a little bit theatrical, but I love the theater, so I didn't mind at all. And can I tell you, I listened to that audiobook over 20 times, over and over and over again, so I could breathe her words. Of course, I will recommend my book as well, Unleash Your Inner Goddess, Start Living the Life You Deserve. I will leave all the information in the show notes. So let's talk all about the first universal law, the law of attraction, which happens to be the most powerful law. That which is like onto itself is drawn, which means what you give thought to, you create. Like attracts like. Like the saying, you are known by the company you keep. As I mentioned a second ago, that this is the most powerful law. You must also understand this law before you can move forward with manifesting what you're wanting. Nothing just shows up in your life. You attract it. Every single thing, good and bad. Because you see, the law of attraction is responding to your thoughts. You are creating your own reality. Everything that you are experiencing in your life, you are attracting to you. Because the law of attraction is responding to the thoughts that you are thinking. So, let me give you an example. Say you didn't get much sleep last night. Your alarm never went off, or if it did, you didn't hear it. You get out of your bed because you're in a rush, totally forgetting that your dog sleeps right next to you, and you trip and almost fall. You start freaking out because now you know you're going to be late for work, since you never heard your alarm go off. You start the shower and the hot water isn't working. So you have to take a freezing cold shower. Perfect. The day continues to go on this way. You hit major traffic. You get to work and you have an argument with a coworker. One bad thing after another happens, which made it the most horrible day for you. Because all of your thoughts that you were having throughout the day, which weren't happy, positive thoughts, you attracted. And you attracted all of those things happening to you. This is how the law works every single time. I am here to teach you about the laws so you can start taking them in and start practicing them. Because you see, my friends, whether you believe them or not, they are still working, just like the law of gravity. We can't see it, but it still works. Kind of like electricity. We don't have to understand it fully, but we still access it. You don't have to fully understand how the universe works. You just have to learn how to access your power and direct it toward attracting what you want. I tell my clients all of the time to see themselves like a big magnet, attracting everything to you that you think and feel. So if you think you are overweight, you will never get skinny. Or if you think that you have no money and you can't afford many things, you will never live abundantly with a lot of money. The universe is always giving you exactly what you want by what you give thought to and the emotion that you are creating. We will go further into emotions in a different episode, one step at a time. I want you to take everything in where it will start making sense to you. So, whether you are thinking about your past, your today, or your future, what you put concentrated thought to, the universe is going to give back to you. We are attracting every single day, most of us by default, unconsciously. I am going to teach you how to consciously create. The more you understand how the first law works, the more you will want to start watching your thoughts and what you are choosing to think about. Without exception, that what you think about is what you begin to invite into your life experience. Even when you think about things that you don't want, you are still inviting those things into your life. You see, the universe doesn't know good from bad. It doesn't know right from wrong. And it doesn't know don't or no. To the universe, there is no good or bad, right or wrong. There is just what you think about. It is always doing its job, giving you exactly what you want from the thoughts that you think. I know I keep repeating myself, but get used to it, my friends, because I want all of this information to embed into your brain so it starts becoming your truth. I want you to practice watching your thoughts. If you have more negative things going on in your life than positive, you are going to want to pay close attention to what you are thinking. So, I'm going to give you a little assignment that I give to my clients. It's called a thought download. You will take a piece of paper and jot down all of your thoughts that you are having at that moment, or whatever thoughts you're having that day. I recommend that you do it toward the end of the day so that you can go to bed releasing the thoughts that you had throughout the day. Write down all of your thoughts that you're having and don't stop until you have nothing else to write. Once you have finished, take a look at your thoughts. There will be a lot of them. Your thoughts are just sentences in your head. While looking at your thoughts, ask yourself, is this true? Is it possible that this thought may not be true? 90% of our thoughts aren't even true. Crazy, I know. Then look at how many thoughts you're having that might not be serving you. You know, those negative thoughts about yourself that creep in, that we actually believe about ourselves. You're not good enough. I can't do that. You're too fat. Men just aren't attracted to me. I'm not good at relationships. I procrastinate at everything I do. I'm not worthy of someone's love. These are all limiting beliefs that we keep telling ourselves that aren't true. If it isn't coming from love, my friends, it's a fucking lie. And it's time to let them go. You can do a thought download any time of the day when you're in the middle of confusion, when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or when you can't get out of the thought loop that's running in circles, thought after thought after thought. See how many lies we tell ourselves every day. I am going to help you learn to start watching your thoughts so you can start learning how to change them. Thank you, my friends, for joining me today and for listening to the Manifesting Formula. I will be back next week with where your power truly comes from. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Sending you all so much love and abundance. And if no one has told you today, I love you. My friends, if you are interested in coaching with me one-on-one, where we will meet weekly for private sessions, I would love to work with you so you can start manifesting everything that you have ever wanted. In my 6-month coaching program, where we will work closely together, clearing the blocks that are holding you back from manifesting everything that you have ever wanted, I will teach you lifetime tools that you'll be able to use every day in your life. We will meet weekly for 60 minutes through Google Meets, where we will go deeper into manifesting. You will also get access to me in between our sessions through either email, text, Marco Polo, or WhatsApp for when you have questions or if you're going through something that you have trouble figuring out. I will be right there with you. I will also record a weekly video for you on the topic that was spoken about during our session, so you can go back anytime to remind yourself what we went over. You will get super fun assignments that will help to keep you accountable for reaching your goals. You will also get a copy of my book, Unleash Your Inner Goddess, Start Living the Life You Deserve, as well as weekly affirmations sent to you that pertain to your sessions. My friends, this is what it's all about, learning to become a master at manifesting. So if you're interested in going deeper into manifesting and working with me one-on-one, sign up for a 30-minute consult in the show notes. Or you can go to my website at www.christinerizzo.com and sign up for your 30-minute consult. Just click the link in the show notes. It's as simple as that. I look forward to meeting you and helping you create the life you deserve.